Good afternoon, Rando fans. We are back here on SpeedGaming with more A Link to the Past randomizer main tournament action. We have got for you today the last game of the semifinals. We're going to find out who goes up against Ganon's Gone Wild for the stakes of the entire tournament. I am Cool Papa Bell 2282, and with me today is Brewers fan JP. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. Kind of curious, did you get hit by the Discord name change?
This is what it's always been, but this is one of those, the number got attached to it 20 years ago, and now I'm stuck with it.
That's fair.
But yeah, we've got Schulzer and Linlinlin matched up against each other in Game 3, and we have Ambrosia today.
Yep, we'll be starting the Dark World. They have a sword. We're looking for big keys, except for GT big key, which will be in GT. And those are the big parts of it.
Yeah, the inverted meta is always fun. There are still a couple of different ways that people can start things off. We will see what they do here. Both of them are starting by running to Skull Woods to do a little bit of farming.
That's right. One more adjustment is Ambrosia bosses have non-dungeon items. I saw red crystals, I think, at TR and Swamp. I think I saw pendants at Mire and Skullwoods.
Yes, and I believe that was the green in Mire. So yeah, both of our runners are going to head into this drop down where you can get a few bombs and some magic if they want, just to start to farm up a little bit. Actually, Linlinlin is going to start all the way in the back with the big key chest.
So the way I like to look at this mode is basically it is normal. You have normal number of items in a dungeon, but you also get a bonus item from the boss.
Yeah, it's a really solid way to think about it, and rather than trying to remember, oh no, this actually has 3 items in it. No, it has 2 items in it, plus 1 on the boss. And there we go, glove already.
That is one piece to Dark World, or to Light World.
Yeah, in Inverted, the things we can get to progress are fairly limited. That glove is often a piece that will get us up the mountain to do an AGA 1. That's a pretty common way to get that Light World access.
If we want to go for AGA 1, we still need a lamp.
And yeah, Schulzer did go ahead and save and quit out of Skull Woods. I think the upside is that his route is going to be going to Hype Cave and then over to the digging game, and then he'll be back in the village for Thieves Town and such. So if he gets stuck at that point, he will know he's got to head back into Skull Woods.
Well, there's the lamp to go up the mountain. Interestingly enough, if Schulzer were to find the other glove, in theory, you don't need mitts in this mode except for one check. But it also depends on how items are placed.
So Schulzer does have a head start on this route across the South Dark World, but Lin not too far behind. And that early cash more convenient than usual because getting to the digging game right away does take $80, so runner's happy to find that 300.
Bunch of digs for 20 rupees. So, right now it does look like we're going to be going up the mountain soon, though we still have Village of Outcasts, which has up to 7 items that we could see right now. Depends on where the Thieves' Town dungeon items have been placed.
Yeah, and in the big key shuffle, of course, the double dip almost always happens that you just go in and grab the front 4 and come back out. So, but Lin could be super aggressive and just decide to go up the mountain right away.
Yeah, if you go up the mountain, you can go for Aga, and you've also got 2 chests in Super Bunny Cave. Without a Moon Pearl, though, I'm not crazy about the Aga play.
Yeah, you also start thinking about that super slow old man check that just takes forever in inverted.
Yeah.
But
I think, but I will say that if you get the stuff to do Aga, I think in this mode, more often than not, you do Aga because, just because more often than not it tends to be required. Not to mention that these checks in Dark World can get slow really quickly.
looks like we are going to see Lin go up the mountain right away. We'll see if he decides to do the slow old man check. I guess you have to, no matter how much you dislike it.
Yeah, because you can't go in Aga Tower until you've returned the old man home. Actually, you can't go in any cave.
Yeah, if you're fluting up here, you have the option. Brain fart.
Yeah. Unless you have an active flute to start the mode and inverted, you have to get to Light Worlds to activate the flute. Oh, okay, there's the other glove.
All right. It could be a while before Schulzer finds those mitts then. That's fascinating.
And like I said, depending on layouts, mitts aren't necessarily required.
Looks like our other pendant is Hera, by the way. All right. Now, Schulzer is headed back up towards Skullwoods, but this might just be walking to Death Mountain.
Yeah, we'll see. Yep, it's going to Death Mountain. That's a flute on the old man.
Wow. So yeah, we'll need to get to the village in the light world to activate this, but this really is going to be fascinating because Schulzer, if we find the Moon Pearl up here on the mountain, which it feels like we probably will, Schulzer might just decide, okay, it's an Aga Seed, and head right into the Aga Tower.
This is an item you can get as a bunny. It's just a heart container. Yeah, Lynn's gonna save and quit. So, yeah, your move right now is... Okay, so Lynn is gonna probably get these emits. I'm assuming this is Village of Outcasts. Schulzer, we'll see. But, yeah, I mean, right now, the only other checks we have that you can actually get to are the 2 in Super Bunny, unless you want to go to Aga. And Moon Pearl can be in Light Worlds. That is a possibility.
The other thing about the myths is that you've been saying that, yeah, they only hard lock one thing, which is King's Tomb. They do sort of give an alternate path to a few things, right? So like stuff like Mire Smith, or ways to get to your East Light World Death Mountain stuff that you can do with mitts, or you can get around those with like Mirror for Smiths or Hookshot to get over to Death Mountain.
Yeah. So that's why it's kind of like route dependent on whether or not mitts are required. Oh, I don't think Schulzer wanted that. Yeah, just mentioning Moon Pearl on Floating Island, that is a possibility with the mitts. And that is a possibility. Lin can look at it if he chooses to. Now, this is a little bit of a tricky bridge, but if you've practiced it, you know how to damage boost it. The Lionels wanted to get in the way, but Schulzer avoided them.
They were grumpy enough today to send a couple shots off as Schulzer ran away, but nice dodging there.
Let's see what we got here. That makes things more interesting. I think now that means Moon Pearl can be in Turtle Rock.
Because, oh my gosh, so we're going to have to hop down, go through the Mitts portal, climb up, mirror back into stuff. Chat's also been talking about the floating island possibility.
Yeah, we got some really ugly possibilities with Moon Pearl in this one. And I think Schulzer's going for... Nope. Okay, with the mirror, this makes a lot of sense, actually. Schulzer's just going to check Spec Rock Cave quick. And then maybe go up to Aga.
Yeah, but Lin will definitely be in a better position here because he has these mitts. So when he finds this mirror, he might start thinking about ridiculous Moon Pearl locations up on Death Mountain.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting call. Schulzer is going to go for Aga, though.
Yeah, because there's also a solid shot that the Moon Pearl is just somewhere in East Dark World, and killing Aga and going through the mirror is our logical access there.
There are a lot of... That mirror just really makes this seed very potentially ugly.
I feel like the mitts are really coming into play routing-wise, because on Lin's side, having mitts, right, you might decide to kern jump if you want to bet on the Moon Pearl being in East Dark World, right? Because then you'll have regular Dark World access after you find it, which is not true on Schulzer's side right now.
Yeah, this is Lin grabbing some hearts. He's going to go at least check Floating Island and maybe Laser Bridge. Or he could even go into another part of TR if he chooses to. So, yeah. Lin's side is going to be very interesting to watch right now.
Yeah, hearts are important because you have to tank a couple of mini Moldorms going up through Paradox Cave. Oh, dead rocks, please. I know everyone has feelings about Inversia one way or another, but this is a particular type of route divergence that you do not see in modes that aren't inverted, so this is really interesting.
Alright, so Floating Island first. Lin didn't like that Dead Rock setup. Oh, ooh! Those iframes saved him. Oh, that's the boots!
Wow. I don't believe that does anything, but it does let you go fast.
That opens a check in here.
Oh my gosh, you're right. Which Lin is not doing, okay? Or maybe just, oh, he's grabbing a heart because he's going to have to fall in the hole afterwards. Never mind.
Okay, not that mean.
Or we're going to see a little hover here, perhaps.
Alright. Lin going to Laser Bridge.
This is a sign, by the way, of just how annoying Death Mountain is in Inverted, that Schulzer has done the entire Aga climb, while Lin has just sort of been, you know, popping up and down the mountain trying to find some stuff over here.
Yeah. Alright. There's a Master Sword for Lin. Didn't see what Schulzer saw in the pyramid, but whatever it is, he wasn't interested. Mario and Turtle Rock.
Wow. Well, that will open up some more things that we can check in here. And yeah, just the more options that Lin finds, the more likely it feels that this is going to be the answer up here.
Meanwhile, Schulzer has started bunny walking. Whoever finds this Moon Pearl first is going to have a major advantage for a while.
Yeah, because they are each pretty deep in these respective journeys that they're making. So they're going to have to swap places one way or another.
Right, here's a check you can do as a bunny. Those are orbs, but they're not a Moon Pearl. With the Mire, you... Actually, can you say the... Can you say this with this case? I think you might be able to... Okay. These runners are just finding items that just keep making things interesting.
So those flippers, not in logic, but that's a Super Bunny glitch where you mirror as you enter a building and you can open chests. Yes, we can get to the smiths.
Was that a book in library?
I thought it was a 50 rupees.
I saw green. You're right, it was 50.
Schulzer is on 1 heart, so... Okay.
I believe we're going to see... I'm going to grab the purple chest. Okay, yep. Lin's got to be very careful. One hit from these will take you down. Unfortunately, nothing from that Turtle Rock dive. And I think this might be Lin going for Aga as well.
Yeah, the other thing about Aga is that it really is a convenient portal to have in Inverted. I mean, normally it's such a pain to get around the light world, particularly now when you don't have Hammer and you'll have only the Mitz portal to get to. So that Aga portal actually has a lot of convenience just for routing purposes.
So Lin will have the Master Sword for this climb. Will be a little faster. Why did Schulzer not turn the chest in?
I am... okay, I think he just remembered.
Like, I'm wondering if he's, like, doing some glitch I don't know about, and... No, I think he just did forget to go talk to the guy.
Yeah, these mirrors are definitely for getting the Usain Bolt guards off of him.
That feels like a little bit of an insult. So Schulzer is taking a
Oh,
death. I was gonna say Schulzer's going for the Mire area.
yeah, these post-AGA red guards are not messing around.
This is definitely part of the difficulty of inverted. So where is Schulzer headed? This might be a pod play.
Again, Schulzer using these mirrors for some more iframes. That's where he actually wants to be, in the Dark World. As Lin is finishing up AGA, we will see where he decides to go in the Light World first.
Yeah, we do have Eastern Eastern Light World or Dark World that's available, which includes pod. These checks are in logic for Schulzer. There's still the Mire area that we can go to.
Yeah, and if it's Mire, that's going to feel real bad for Schulzer, having died so close to there. But not bow-locked yet in pod. One thing we should talk about a little bit, I think, is that Kane being in Turtle Rock. That could definitely come up later if Schulzer delays a trip back up the mountain, thinking, oh, I'd really like to have Kane before I go to Turtle Rock.
Lin's gonna take a death to check Hyrule Castle. But these checks will not be in logic, so we will not see a Moon Pearl in here.
Yeah, this is sort of an interesting choice to me, because once you've beaten AGA, you can get back here just anytime you want to really easily. So while normally I understand the convenience of check the thing while you're here, I guess that doesn't really apply in this case.
Yeah, especially with Mire, because yeah, like, you'll with AGA down and Mire and Moon Pearl, you spawn on the pyramid if you save and quit in Light Worlds. Now I believe the Moon Pearl can be back here. That is just ugly. Come on, that's another
miserable.
check. That's another check.
If the Moon Pearl is on the sick kid, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Schulzer's got to be very careful. Half a heart, any hit will take him out.
Well, now he's got a fairy. So.
Oh, go yeah. That is just. That's a little lucky. Yeah, no big key, so can't check the big chest. but did get a potion, so you can potion glitch to the right now. Or... Oh, Schulzer didn't check this chest? No, just a... Is this way faster?
I would be surprised, but maybe it is. I do not know.
I mean, so considering we're in the semifinals, these runners can do about anything, and I might be convinced that they're doing it optimally.
That was a nice potion camera unlock there. Was a very nice strat to get the mimics gone in the next room very quickly.
So this would be a small key and a big key. Oh no, small speed calls? Oh, big key's in the
Yeah, vanilla chest. Yep.
So yeah, you gotta get the big key and then Mire again. Hammer Yump to get the big chest. Oh, that's right. No, this is Ambrosia.
Oh my gosh, what are we doing? Expert commentators.
This is just like basically we're all confused at this point.
I am perpetually confused by Inversia. It's fine.
Catfish is a check that we can do.
Yeah, this is not the logical way that Schulzer's getting there, but it is in logic.
I think Zora in logic?
No, because you can't lift the rock or swim to get there as a bunny, so...
Oh, that's right, yeah, you can't mirror to do it. Never mind, what am I thinking?
So yeah, question in chat, did Lynn skip the back tavern? I mean, yes, but skip is a strong word, because Schulzer super bunnied to get it, so...
A big... Do not be pod.
No. Okay.
Alright, that's fine. Well, we don't have Medallion to Mire, so that's not useful yet anyway, but...
Gosh, is it Mire Shed, maybe? That's probably where Schulzer's going, but...
Yeah. That's another good point too. Even though we don't have Medallion, we don't have a... We also... Well, Lynn has the boots, and those are logical boots. But we still need a Medallion for Mire.
I'm not even going to say the thing that just popped into my head right now, so... Alright, the birds have dispersed. Schulzer is through that terrible, terrible screen.
Gonna peek at the desert ledge before mirroring. There's our other single rupee. Alright. Well, that looked like ether to me. Oh!
That's what I didn't want to say out loud. Oh my gosh.
Schulzer can't get in, but Lynn can.
This If this is it, this is absolutely going to murder Schulzer.
But here's the thing. Schulzer's got the big key, Lin doesn't.
Oh my gosh, so it could be in the big chest. What is this seed? Oh my gosh.
So it's looking like those mitts are going to be required for something at this point. And I think that's what Schulzer's starting to realize. There's something else in Skull Woods.
Wait a second. This cane is in logic. The Moon Pearl could be on the green pendant turn in. Am I wrong?
I don't think you're wrong, no, because you don't need it. Yeah, that cane's in... Oh my goodness. Yes, it could be on Biddy, it could be on the green pendant turn in too. It could be locked behind this Mire big key.
This is bonkers.
Lin only took one chest, the bridge chest, because we're only at 5 hearts. Like, you have the damage boost.
Yeah, saving that spike chest for last, probably.
So Schulzer is most likely going to go get his boots, and maybe Samari, I gotta believe he's going to jump into the laser bridge as well.
Yeah, he's pretty much got to chase stuff that those mitts unlock, and I think Turtle Rock is the only thing like that right now, so...
So if Lin finds this Moon Pearl in Mire not big key locked, that's a big advantage for him. If it is big key locked, that's a big advantage for Schulzer, potentially. If it's not in Mire, period, then I don't even know. I guess Sick Kid is still a possibility.
That's true, that is still on the table. Wow, that was bombs and a red boomerang in Mire.
Bombs and a red boomerang, meaning it's if Moon Pearl's behind Mire, it's either on Vidi or the green pendant turning.
Jeez, where do you go next? I mean, I guess Lin is going to go to Pod now?
Yeah. Answer the question in chat, yes. To do the damage boost by the Lionels, you need to get hit by the fireball that they throw. Fireball is 2 hearts of damage. A Lionel Hug is 4 hearts. And I believe Schulzer's trying to Super Bunny so he can get his sword. And Lin's going for Catfish.
Oh, finding the Mire big key right now is going to feel real bad.
I would not be surprised if he still just does Pod, because you don't want to go back to Mire right now.
Yeah, the cane, though, just feels really interesting at this point, because having found cane early, but there was just nothing in Turtle Rock.
Oh, do you want to... I guess the other question is, do you want to take on 4-heart Vidi?
Oh, yeah, that is a good question.
5-heart Vidi in Lin's case, but, yeah.
I certainly don't, but Lin's better at this game than I am.
Alright, Lin is doing a save and quit. Let's see where he goes.
I think that means he's going back to Mire.
Well, if he wants to get to Pod, he also has to start here.
Okay, yeah, I was thinking there were some pure shenanigans around Catfish, but no.
This looks like Pod for Lin. Which is good, because if you go into Pod, you'll at least get a tempered sword. for a potential Vidi fight.
Yeah, still not enough hearts to do the pure NNG strat, but
Oh, I think there's one of the Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, isn't that first chest of TR in the front still a possibility?
yeah, there's some backwards walking through TR shenanigans that neither one of them wanted to do from the looks of things. So
And Schulzer's going to Mire. This has got to be a Mire play for him. Yeah, chat throwing out possibilities. Ice Pals, as pointed out in chat, Ice Pals cannot have Moon Pearl because flippers were in a Light World check that is locked by Moon Pearl. There are still combo possibilities like Thieves Town and Back of Skull. Let's not even think about it. Like, your head's going to start to hurt.
I think the total picture here really is pointing to Vidi or Green Pendant.
I agree, yeah. So yeah, we're looking at a 4 hearts Vidi fight coming up here. I don't even know if you have enough. You barely have enough health to damage boost this.
Yeah, and this is where it's really unfortunate too that Schulzer used both of those bottles, the red potion and the fairy, in pod, because that would definitely come in handy for a tough boss fight.
And Schulzer's the same position as Lin was. Cannot check this spike room chest. Might be grabbing the key though. He's rushing Vidi.
I don't hate it. Like, he has definitely been pressing his Mire big key advantage. He went straight to the big chest, and now he's going straight to Vidi.
I mean, it could pay off, yeah. But get ready, everybody. This is going to be a very interesting fight. 3 hearts going into Vidi. You can maybe damage boost once or twice, but you're basically on 1-hit KO otherwise going into this fight.
Not having the boomerang is actually a thing, because there's a weird little trick you can do where it's like you stun some enemies in the previous room but don't kill them, and then the Vidi eyeballs drop the stun prize. I don't think we even know what the stun prize is, but it can really be a game changer in weird fights like this. Very niche situation, though.
So, one thing that you can do if you need potions is there is a safety potion shop that was added for Inverted. It's basically right by the lake. You can get potions from there, but that doesn't really matter right now. Schulzer's actually doing all right to start this.
Yeah, Tempered Sword, extremely clutch here.
All right. Just got to be very sequential with this. All right. Vinny has a heart container.
Oh. I mean, well done on that fight, absolutely. But now we're really hoping for that green pendant to pay off.
And I think he's got to go back in because you don't want to walk all the way back here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Never mind.
Wow.
He's just going to go turn it in. And Lin is going back to Mire. Now, Lin does have the fairy and the red potions, so this will be a bit of an easier fight. Or at least a safer fight, I should say. Not necessarily easier.
Why do those red guards do a full heart of damage also? It's just evil.
Yeah, he's got that mirror out. Potentially get some more iframes. He can go walk down. Yeah, he can walk down to the shop here, get a blue potion, and refill his health. I think that's what he's going to do. This is a shop to remember in inverted. You can get blue potions here in inverted.
He's also buying bombs because he is 100% confident that Saha is going to have his Moon Pearl, and he needs to get into the back of the hut, I guess.
Well, if he has boots, so he could do it that way too, but...
Ah, that's true.
Alright, is it the green pendant turn-in? Yes!
Oh my gosh.
He does. I think he was. Okay, I had to get out of bunny form first. But...
What an incredible seed this is. Oh, and there's the pod big key too.
I can't beat Pod right now anyway. You can only get back in for an item potentially.
Yes.
So it took us 42 minutes to find that Moon Pearl.
So now we get to start talking about inverted light world routing.
Yeah, basically you get to Light World and everything's unlocked. I mean, it's not quite that bad, but it feels about that bad.
Yeah. So we are going to see some stuff here that Lin did in Bunny Revive.
Now, Lin's got that red potion out.
He does still have the fairy, I assume, so that's why he's not using the potion.
Yeah, I believe he does have the fairy, so...
Oh, this is a play. Schulzer is stealing the key to go back through Darkcross.
Hera Big Key was in Zelda's cell, but Hera is a pendant. Lin gets through that Mire Vidi fights, gets that green pendant. And yeah, I gotta think Lynn's gonna go check the green pendant as well at this point.
Yeah, I mean, he's down to pretty much this or Sick Kid at this point, so... So we can sort of take stock here that Lin is a bit later to this Moon Pearl, of course, but, you know, has already checked some stuff in the castle and had those boots for a little bit longer, so he is not particularly far behind right now.
Yeah. Lynn's got a few extra checks on Schulzer. Schulzer got the Moon Pearl first. Schulzer's skipping the rest of the escape. Like I said, we found the Hera big key, but Hera is a pendant, so might not be needed.
Yeah, and assuming we find hookshot, we're only leaving behind the Hera big chest, so...
Now these runners are finally getting some health. That was
After the Vidi fight, of course.
Yeah, that was the other main thing about this scene. Not only was that Moon Pearl locked deep in logic, but they didn't give you even any health to help you out early. Yeah, right now it said like these runners are about even. It's now going to be who finds the next piece of progression first. Still need quite a bit.
Oh, this is good from Lin. We're going to see a quick mushroom turn in on his way to North Light World.
That was just some money on Lumberjack. Schulzer's got enough. I don't think he's going to pick it up. Yeah, you got 500 for Zoro. That's pretty much all you got to worry about at this point. Oh, a big key on the mushroom to Thieves Town.
That's actually good to find before heading over Cat, because Lin can just mirror and head in there if he wants to. Might want to hold off until potential hammer, though.
Yeah, Bombos means some of Ice Palace is now in logic, but no hammer, so can't finish it.
Surely the seed wouldn't put the Moon Pearl on Green Pendant turn in and then also have hammer in Ice Tea Room.
Nah, this is feeling more like a hammer in the first chest of Swamp scenario. Big Key Desert, we absolutely need that. Big Keys, we still need to find Eastern and TR, and then GTs and GT. And then we still need both rods, hook shots, book, hammer.
Nice tasty butter sword.
Schulzer fused the butter to a sword. Now has a butter sword. Remember that flute we picked up about 35 minutes ago or so?
I barely remember picking up that flute, frankly. Schulzer also managing the hard stride of remembering not to talk to Bottle Vendor, because we already did that.
Yeah. All right, Sikia, what did you have? Oh. Okay. Oh, that would have been so mean if those runners had got that first.
Jeez, that would have been a whole rabbit hole.
Man, that, yeah. They lucked out a little bit on that one.
So I guess the question is, where do our runners go after they finish this loop around? I mean, I guess Lynn is potentially going to head back into Thieves Town. Does Schulzer dip into Swamp right here?
Well, you're draining it. Actually, it would not be that bad of a move to check the first chest in here after you drain it. Yeah, that's exactly what he's going to do. Yeah, like, this really is just a good routing here because you just happen to have everything you need right as you get here, so... This is as far as you can get.
Yeah, let's see. We got Mini Moldorm. Yeah, when does Schulzer do the mushroom as well? He could just go up through the portal or the whirlpool right now and then come back down. Or nope, we're headed straight to Mini Moldorm Cave. Also makes sense.
And there are also 2 checks over by deserts, Agana and Checkerboard. There's a bow we need.
Still can't finish Pod.
Yeah, can't finish Pod or Eastern with that. Yeah, right now, Schulzer has no completable dungeons. Well, actually, yeah, no, never mind. No completable dungeons. I mean, Link can go complete Thieves Town, but without the small key... No, you do have the small key. Without the hammer, it's a little risky. Okay.
Okay, game.
Right, going out of logic to get an in-logic check. That was just money.
This is just my least favorite part of an inverted seat, where it's just, well, I've got Light World access, I just need to run around and do absolutely everything.
Yeah, it is a bit rough. And unfortunately, you're not even getting anything that really sets you up for a dungeon yet. Another big key. Okay, if you got Eastern, you can full clear now. That's it for knowledge we need for big keys. Schulzer's just missing that Thieves Town big key off of the Mushroom Turn-In.
Yeah, sort of slowly but surely we're getting small chunks that we need here and there. Mostly the keys, not so much the items.
Half Magic is really nice from Zora. You'll absolutely take that. Yeah, I expect Schulzer's going to go straight to Eastern now. And if you happen to get the hammer in Eastern, you can finish Pod while you're there.
Yeah, that's what Schulzer was really hoping. It's like, finally the seed has told me where to go. I'm just going to go there. And if that, you just hope to get the next thing and then the next thing and then just follow it straight through to the end.
So, yeah, right. It feels kind of like Lin's falling a little behind, but at the same time, Lin's got the Thieves Town big key and the Hera big key. Obviously, you need the Thieves Town big key. The Hera big key could still come into play.
Yeah, the mushroom is a very annoying check to do in inverted. Okay.
There's pod completion. We're still looking for a hookshot, fire rod, and book. That's also Ice Palace, actually, at this point, too.
Yeah, and you've got to figure those are going to be the next plays for Schulzer. Obviously, the mirror here from pod to pod, no question. But then Ice Palace, since you've got the cane in hand already, is very, very tempting.
So as Schulzer's making some progress, it actually pushes him further and further away from that Thieves Town big.
Yeah, he's not going to be excited to be cleaning up one-off overworld checks.
And Schulzer's probably counting items better than I, because he's skipping big key chest. I'm pretty sure he's gotten 3 items, though, so...
Yeah, the hammer and the 300 for sure.
You know, I think I'm going to be booting up Octopath Traveler sometime later today. I still haven't beaten it. Okay, you got Narrowback.
Hey, a 1/18th rebate is better than Zora usually gives.
That's true. Sometimes you're lucky to get a 1/500th rebate from Zora. Lin is going to check. This has got to be a check of checkerboard and Agana. Kind of surprised. Well, he's going to do some light world cleanup here.
Yeah, I think he's probably thinking about Hammer before he heads over to the eastern area. And this is sort of the inverted equivalent of when you just flute to go grab Mire Shed as soon as you have mitts, right? So
that's true.
Skullwood's big key we know is junk because we've already seen both of the items at the front.
Yeah, Skullwood's big key would be total junk. But, I mean, Chad is already bringing up Pad as usual, but we need a fire rod before that's even in consideration.
Yeah, I guess theoretically the Skullwood's big could come into play for the logic on that if it locks a small key. But if you start thinking about PED logic, that's pretty deep into things. Schulzer dropping 2 bombs immediately at the start of that fight. That feels like a little kid just piling up snowballs at the start of a snowball fight. That was a very quick Helmasaur fight, though.
Oh, okay, there's the book for Desert.
Oh, so this is, Schulzer is finding progression, but Lin is also going to find this progression and already has that Thieves Town big key in hand. Like, they are both on the trail of these breadcrumbs right now. But Schulzer has the one piece out of the way, unfortunately.
So, do you go for Desert or Ice now? Answer is Ice. Oh, Chad bringing up a good point. Lin has not picked up the Turtle Rock big key? Oh, Turtle Rock big key was on Sick Kid. Did Lin not check Sick Kid?
He must have.
Yeah, I gotta think he did. Okay, yeah, just Tracker was hungry again.
Yes.
Give our tracker Reg some food. He's getting hungry. We didn't feed him enough before the race. I think, are the only food items in our inventories basically mushroom and butter sword?
I mean, you could saute the mushroom in butter. That sounds pretty good.
It does, actually. For those of you playing Tears of the Kingdom, what do you get if you combine butter and mushrooms in a pan? I honestly have no idea. I'm just curious if anybody's done enough cooking in Tears of the Kingdom to know everything about off the top of their head. All right, Schulzer going to the boss. He might have found all 3 items already.
It really feels like, other than Lin's trip to Mushroom and Agina's cave, that these 2 runners have done the exact same thing since they got into Light World.
Pretty much. Schulzer's, I think, skipped a couple chests in Hyrule Castle and hasn't checked Gina yet. Or Checkerboard, but that's about it. In addition to the Schulzer not checking Mushroom yet. Oh, come on.
Rule of Fire in full effect today.
Well, that's Turtle Rock completable.
Yeah, which is not as bad as it would normally be for Schulzer, right? Since Ganon's tower isn't up there. Doesn't really matter if you do Turtle Rock at the end.
At this point, yeah, we just need a hook shot for no mode. But with everything being on the path is not good for Schulzer.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything that's ever going to get him back to the mushroom area, and it might only be the big bomb. Right, if we finish our red crystals, but that means he's going to find the hook shot, and then we'll spend time full clearing swamp. That, yeah, might be rough.
But Schulzer does have some time advantage on Lin at this point. But Lin is going to go to Thieves Town. And if Lin finds the hookshot in here, that makes things really interesting. Yeah, I think if Schulzer finds hookshot before the Thieves Town big, Schulzer's going to be making a lot of extra checks. If Schulzer finds the Thieves Town big before hookshot, that's better for him because it's going to keep some spots out of his way. And I don't think you're going like into swamp without the hookshot. You're probably checking mushroom before you go into hookless swamp.
Yeah. Now you might do it right before going into hookless swamp, right? Like using the whirlpool, but
Alright, somebody in chat actually went and looked it up. Mushroom plus butter is a mushroom skewer. Mushroom rice and butter is mushroom rice balls. Unfortunately, I don't think there's bacon in the game, so I can't check that.
I feel like you should unlock bacon after you beat Ganon. I mean, that just seems logical, right?
It does.
Alright, nothing so far in Thieves Town.
Schulzer doing a couple checks that Lin's already done. Oh, not checking Agina. Or he's just going to check Bombo's tablet before Agina. Which makes sense if you're going to save and quit.
Or is going to forget Agina exists and flute away?
I guess so. Doesn't want to spend the time. He's going to Turtle Rock. But looks like no hookshot in Thieves Town. There's nothing in Agina's cave, so that's not a bad skip. Just it's Schulzer skipping. We've seen him skip stuff throughout this seed.
Finally gets the joy of just dashing through those stupid Lionels.
This is a new check on Lin's side. It's just red mail. Lin's gonna go ahead and clear out Ice Palace, which we've already seen. We have not seen Mimic Cave, though. So yeah, we just need to see that hook shot. We have not seen this either, Paradox Cave. Yeah, right now it looks like Lin's behind, but you gotta remember, Lin's got the Thieves Town big key that Schulzer does not have, and it's not on Schulzer's path. So until Schulzer finds that, Lin still has an out. And that increases that out.
Yeah, because as soon as Schulzer finds that hook shot, he's basically now just wasting time. Every check he does that is not going to turn in that mushroom is just time that Lin is probably not going to spend.
And if Lin does focus dungeons, it might still take him a bit to get there, but at the same time, it's in a spot that you're gonna more likely to check. It's a dense check there.
Yeah, because he's about to get Fire Rod, and he might very well get tempted back up the mountain to do TR, and all of this item density that Schulzer is in the middle of right now.
Well, Schulzer only checked up to Crystal Roller Room.
Yeah, this is a fairly common play, because when you defeat Trinex here, it's going to spit you out at the front, and then you just walk right back in the front door to check the things in the front. It does sort of put off the big chest and the lava chest until last, but, you know, you've got to do something last, so...
We get the zero cycle. Yes, you do. Lin gets the Fire Rod as they both get crystals. Each runner now one item from Go mode. Oh, Schulzer is not going to check anything else.
Yeah, that might mean a swamp rush. We will see. This honestly, going past this whirlpool is his best shot to get to the mushroom.
Okay, he's skipping it. Oh no, Lin lost his shield. What's he gonna do?
A tragedy.
So yeah, this is gonna at least be... Schulzer's at least going to go kill Argus right now and check what he can on the way. The question is, will he check left side?
Yeah, I mean, not go mode in swamp doesn't cost you a ton of time. It's the left side that really causes problems.
I could see Schulzer rush the boss here, hoping for the Thieves Town Big. The question is basically what he does after that.
Yeah, I can't imagine him doing left side first under any circumstances.
Yeah, one item from go mode, you rush the back.
And there's an easy landmo fight for Lin as well.
Getting that map on Schulzer's side confirms at least one item on left side swamp. Actually, no, maybe not in this scenario because of... well, no, never mind. No, I think that does... I'm thinking it through my mind. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't.
Yeah, I think it does definitely say there's something over there. Because only Compass could be total junk on that side.
Yeah, that's right. Alright, 6th crystal for Schulzer. Now he's basically on a timer. But, of course, that timer's not really fully going until Lin gets that hookshot. So where does Schulzer go? This does not look like... This is a shovel check.
This looks like the... Oh yeah, shovel into Pyramid Fairy seems pretty reasonable. And it could very easily be Mushroom right after that.
I have to think Lin's going up the mountain. Yeah. The question is just when does he check Paradox Cave at this point? Does he do it before or after Trinix? And does he check any more Turtle Rock before doing Paradox?
Yeah. Oh, it just occurred to me. Schulzer has the checks down to Zelda's cell to do as well, which is probably going to happen before he makes it up to Mushroom under any circumstances.
Nothing
Right.
to Pyramid Fairy. And he's fluting away. Is he going back to TR?
This could be Spike Cave.
Could be Spike Cave. I suppose it could be Hera, too. Oh, he never got the Hera big key. Yeah, he's gonna check more TR. And Lin is getting very close to taking the lead here. Because Lin is about to tie crystals. He just has to go to Paradox Cave and get that hook shot.
Yeah. Again, he might go right back into TR first. He might go out and do the portal. Like, there are all sorts of ways to route this, but definitely feels like the ball is in Lin's court right now. Oh, geez, powder too. Come on.
Is this Schulzer gonna go back in through probably the mid door into TR to check the remaining chests? Or gonna do Hera first?
Oh, that's rough. I mean, it is fast with hookshot, but just another time sink.
Lin must have been counting items because he's like, okay, I got everything. Yeah, Lin's going in the portal. This has got to be a Paradox Cave check at this point. Mimic Cave first.
They gotta keep the suspense rolling, you know? Yep, and here comes Lin's hook shot.
Yeah, I do not imagine Schulzer's going back into Hera for anything else. So the question for him at this point is he going Spike Cave or is he going to go back to TR? This looks like Spike Cave. And that is go mode for Linlinlin. So if Schulzer, to stay close, he needs to go to turn in that mushroom almost immediately. I think he's going to Skullwoods. He might read Pet on the way.
Yeah, also has Magic Bat to do.
He has powder too, yeah.
Oh, because he hasn't done Hammer Pegs either, so this is 2 checks for him.
And so basically, at this point, Linlinlin is building this lead. The only advantage Schulzer's got is the silver arrows at this point. But that might save you, what, 45 seconds?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think he's going to make the difference in this race.
I think this is like Schulzer basically like, please just be here so I can go run right over to Thieves Town and finish it. Yeah, he's going back to the portal. I think I gotta think this is like a ped check into the back of Skullwoods to kill Moth.
Yeah, and this is the problem, right? Just by the mushroom being completely isolated, Schulzer has all these checks that are 2 or 3 at a time, which are all better options for him at this point in the race.
Yeah, Schulzer was skipping stuff all over the place. Well, I guess not all over the place, but he skipped quite a few things, and now that's gonna come back to hurt him.
It's really interesting that the way these runners handled Hyrule Castle was such a double-edged sword, right? Because Lin spent more time in there, but having cleared the castle already, and then when he got into Light World proper, then it made more sense to get to the north side by going up through the whirlpool, right? But Schulzer was like, oh, I'm going to save some time in the castle, steal this key, go through the sewers, but then you just don't go past Mushroom at all.
That is Lin's 7th crystal.
And I do indeed see some numbers in the chat. We know the GT Big Key is in the basement somewhere. Feel free to guess an integer between 1 and 22 for which number check Lin is going to find that particular big key.
I also have a prediction, but you gotta get your points in quick because I'm gonna end it basically right before Lin gets his first chest. Yeah, Schulzer. This might finally be Mushroom for Schulzer. But for him to have a chance, Lin's got to get a late big key. And Schulzer's got to get it early. And even then, he's still got to do Thieves Town. Never mind.
Yeah, we're through 5 checks already for Lin in GT. Oh, Schulzer going back to the left side of Swamp.
Yeah, this is Lin's game at this point. Oh, that's a bait.
The big key shuffle trolling is just top notch. So I believe we're at 11 checks now.
So it's going to be a late big key for Lin. It's just a question of how late. Whatever, next time we see a big key will be the GT big key. There's no other big keys it can be at this point.
$14 through $17 here in the rando room.
There it is.
Number 17. I believe that's a bad check pun with the first 17 I see in chat.
Oh man, Schulzer gonna go check the rest of Escape. All he's gonna find is his hair a big key. Linlinlin, yeah. Linlinlin's just got the climb to do at this point. He's well on his way to the finals.
Yeah, and this is just going to be a nice cruise through the climb with half magic and butter sword. These spikes get out of the way, it will be at least. And gauntlet finished for Lin.
Schulzer probably saying some words we can't hear because he sees a big key, gets hopeful, and then it's not the big key he needs.
Rando is very evil like that sometimes.
And he's going for Hera.
I think this makes a lot of sense for Schulzer, though, because, you know, it's a very plausible last location for anyone, right? And at this point, if you feel behind, you sort of have to go someplace where you feel like your opponent hasn't yet. So,
Yeah, exactly. Lin not bothering with any checks. Little does he know he won't find anything anyway, so. So for those of you who missed the start of this race, would you like to remind them on where the Moon Pearl was?
the Moon Pearl was on the green pendant, which was in Misery Mire, which was behind an Aga climb and a whole lot of bunny walking. We had to bunny walk into TR to get the cane and beat Aga to get to Catfish and then walk down to Mire. It was a whole mess.
Alright, Lin is on Aga 2. Closing in on that final spot.
Ooh, I think that was a triple there. Very nicely done. And a great setup for this last hit.
And Butter Sword, these first few phases are easy. Schulzer's got 2 checks in here still. That Lin found that we know are nothing. Ganon's being nice. That was a really nice Ganon warp set. Oh, I think it was only 2 extras.
Yep, and just 10 or so sword spins away now for Lin.
Yeah, Lin was more thorough in this seed, and that's what's going to get him a win here. Barry said that was his strategy, to be more thorough because he knows Schulzer likes to skip, or if that's just how he likes to play. But there's Ganon down. And Lin, once he crosses this bridge, will be in the finals against Ganon's Gone Wild, with Schulzer heading to the 3rd place game against 2C. And there it is, 1:39:25, the official time.
Yep, we'll see if we can get our runners in here to chat about things. And yeah, it looks like Schulzer is, more behind than he actually was in this race. It really was just a rando being rando kind of situation.
Yeah, and Schulzer pretty much forfeit almost right after. We are joined, though, by Linlinlin, advancing to the finals. GG.
GG's. That early game was super nerve-wracking. But I was in TR already sweating. Don't get hit by the charms. Don't die on the way to chain charms or whatever. Like a lot of stuff happened in the early game. It was not an easy seed at the beginning.
Yeah, there was a lot of interesting speculation from chat about where this Moon Pearl was going to show up.
Yeah, it was interesting early because Schulzer never found. Schulzer took a while to get that glove out of Skull Woods, but went for Aga early. So we were kind of wondering.
It wasn't my assumption from the beginning. I assumed he wouldn't get that. I've gotten those mitts from the very beginning.
Yeah, but actually, despite the different paths you two took early, you both got the Moon Pearl around the same time. Like I think Schulzer got it like 3 minutes before you.
Yeah, but I did spend a lot of time trying to be safe, also going to pod. After I got the Mr. Mire big, like that's the thing, he got a lot of time back from, I'm assuming, single dipping Mire.
He rushed Vidi, yeah.
I mean he probably went to the area, if I have to guess, to Mire Shed, but couldn't enter because obviously no boots.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I mean, I was assuming that from the beginning, from the moment we killed Aga and stuff, and so I assumed he would try to save some time. I wasn't expecting what I was told after the seed, because that's it. Like, since I have 10 minutes, I usually join some people and discuss a little bit about the seed after the race, to just for them to tell me what happened instead of me just skimming on the VOD. It's a bit faster. I was expecting him to have skipped the ice route in ice route caves to try to save some time, maybe, but I wasn't expecting that to happen. In Zelda Cell and the Mushroom and the Thieves and Big.
I don't think Zelda Cell came into play at all, but the Mushroom and the Thieves Town Big definitely did. Oh, we are joined by Schulzer. GG, Schulzer.
GG.
Man, this beginning.
I got the boots, but I was too lazy to go to Catfish. Unfortunate. I was like, I want to do it.
One time I play in the ocean in the semifinal, I get kicked in the butt by this guy with big keychains. Like, in the worst way possible.
I mean, the Skullwood's big key chest actually wasn't really. It delayed you, but it also. Lin was in a similar situation where some of his skips delayed him.
Yeah.
Because you actually got to Moon Pearl first.
I did not feel that way, personally. Like, I was thinking that I maybe caught up on the Moon Pearl and was like, okay, I'm not gonna do any of those checks, and then I studied out of the way that I ISO'd that mushroom in a bad way, and that kicked me in the ass. But yeah.
Yeah, it was this race was interesting for a while because, like, Schulzer, you were ahead, but Lin had that big key for a while, so it's kind of we were wondering who's gonna find what the other was missing first.
Yeah, I just thought that was a check that Lin probably did, and if I get to that late, I more or less have no chance. And I might still have a chance if I do it after Swarm, but it would have been super close then, but unlucky.
Yeah, I definitely understand your logic completely there, is that in that, like you said, it's something that Lin's going to check, so if it's there, you might be significantly behind, so skip it. That makes total sense. Yeah, it really was just being a little unlucky there, unfortunately. Yeah, going back to the start of the sea, the start was just really interesting because you two had significantly different routes, and we were wondering who would get the Moon Pearl first because it seemed like both of you were on routes that could legitimately lead there. We didn't even know if the myths were going to be needed. They did end up being needed because you needed them to get into Mire with the boots, but yeah, that start was actually quite interesting because of that. But I should ask, how do you guys feel about your Vidi fights?
I mean, after I got the Mire key, like I said, I went to pod because I wanted safeties. That's why I went to pod. So like, well, at this point, might as well. And I got what I wanted, like exactly what I wanted: a sword, a bottle with a fairy, and another bottle with a red potion. I was like, well.
Well, that is true. Yes, you did get safeties and the tempered. Schulzer did get those too, but unfortunately, I think Schulzer used them both up in pod. I think one was to get to the right side, and the other was unfortunate, just a unfortunate hit from a Kadongo. But Schulzer also had a really good Vidi fight. I don't think he even took a hit.
I mean, if I would have taken a hit, I would have died, so, okay. I mean, I could have taken one laser hit, I think, so I didn't even care about getting a fourth hit. I was not really scared about a Vidi fight, but tempered. I shouldn't die. But I think it was close like one time. Yeah, GG's to Lin. Definitely had chances to win this one after completely, like, oh my god. I don't know what happened exactly at the purple chest, but that was the moment I wouldn't say I got tilted, but that basically what started the spiral at this point.
Yeah, we noticed that, and I think I kind of pushed that out of our minds as well. That was a little rough.
Yeah, delaying the first trip to Mire was really unfortunate.
Yeah, I even was like in the game, it's like, wait, bottle was not logic, what do I even have left? And I was like, oh no, the one time, I mean, I always skip the chest, but the one time it actually matters, and I don't get funneled into the Scarlet's big key chest, it hurts me pretty much. But yeah, also getting to the mountain with 4 hearts only, yay, having to get boots from the top of the mountain, fun, inverted, Evolution, best mode.
I wasn't too hard because I was there super early. I like let me grab some hearts just in case I die, and got hit by a dead rock on the way, and was like great. And then when I was on top of the mountain, I was like, I'm just gonna put a mirror here, so if I actually die while checking what's on floating island, I have my portal out there.
Yeah, I think I had. Oh yeah, I had a portal down there as well, I guess. But yeah,
you killed that guy already at this point, didn't you? Because I didn't.
Yeah.
I was there without. I haven't killed that guy. I knew I could keep my portal out there.
Yeah, I killed Agatha early because I didn't have it, so I was lucky to get like any progression for a good while. That forced me to the Maya Big Key early, but then when I saw boots, I was like, okay, I got boots, Maya Big Key, it's not a Maya Big chest, okay, it has to be ready, okay, it's a green pendant, that's not the item, yeah, it has to be Saha at this point. So I just went Saha first and skipped the rest of Maya. Worked out in that regard, and then, yeah. I probably should not have done the route I did. I probably should have just did the normal, like, do mushroom, go to the normal back morph escape route. But I just found, like, I needed to do like 2 or 3 more skips to get back into the game and to get on Lin's pace, so to speak. But that did not quite work out this time. Yeah, the one item I skipped, but I skipped like so much stuff that I couldn't even be super mad that I didn't find it. Like, there were so many locations Lin had that if they were there, I lost anyways. So I cannot really be super sad about a loss after the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, both of you will still get a little more action. Lin, you're going to the finals against Ganon's Going Wild, and Schulzer, I believe you're facing 2C for the 3rd place match. So yeah, you both have a little more time, a little more to play. Gonna be interesting to see you guys finish this out. But yeah, it was a good match today. Like, you both played really well. Just unfortunately, Rando was Rando. That really, I don't know. I think we've all said that as runners. I lost count. But yeah, GG to both of you, and thanks for putting on this good run for us today.
Thank you. Thanks for the restream, for the comments, tracking, and everything. GG's again, Schulzer, and like, have a nice day.
So yeah, as we mentioned, we have the final set now: Linlinlin versus Ganon's Gone Wild, and then the third place match of Schulzer versus 2C. Matches are not scheduled yet because they were just determined, so keep an eye on the schedule for those. In terms of Link to the Past randomizer, looks like we do have the daily race in an hour and a half. That will be the open weekly. And then after that, we're just going to be waiting to see when these matches get scheduled for more tournament action. If you're looking for more Link to the Past to watch, though, check out the daily races for now.
Also want to take a moment while we're here to thank Reg for doing the tracking for us today. Obviously, couldn't do it without you, so thank you very much.
Yep, and thank you for joining me here today on Comms.
Absolutely, always a pleasure.
Yep. Yeah, I think with that, we'll wrap it up. Like I said, keep an eye on the schedule for the finals and third place matches, and we will see you next time.